everyone! Today we'll be making Kottu Roti, which is similar to stir-fried rice and where we use leftover roti to make it, hence the name chopped up flatbread in English. This is a very popular and traditional food that has many variations. In today's recipe, we'll be making chicken-inspired Kottu Roti that my mom makes. I had all the ingredients at home. The only part that I needed to buy was the roti itself. There are 3 ways of obtaining the roti, which makes the base of the Kottu Roti. 1, you can make it fresh and from scratch using flour, salt, and oil. 2, you can get leftover roti you have at home and chop up the roti pieces. And 3, buy the frozen roti, which is what we'll be doing today. So I have all my main ingredients laid out in front of me: my roti, 3 garlic, 1 ginger, 2 onions, 3 small green peppers, and 1 curry leaf branch. My mom grows a curry plant in her house, and we use the herb in our cooking because of its aroma. 2 eggs and 3 boneless chicken thigh pieces, and 1 carrot. So when cutting the onion, what you're going to do is you're going to cut the tips off, and then after that at the top there's going to be a little peeling, and then from there it's easier for you to peel the remaining skin off. So next you're going to get a carrot, and then you're just going to get a cutter and peel off the shavings on the sides. Then you're going to cut the 2 tops. I think the best way to do it is to shave it diagonally so your fingers are not hurt in the process. Similar to the onion, for the garlic you're going to cut the 2 tops off, and then after that you're just going to find a small peeling, and it's going to be easier to peel the rest of the peelings off. For the ginger, it's a little harder. After you cut the 2 tops, what you're going to do is you're going to hold it vertically and then just carefully peel the sides. If you have a peeler, it's I guess it's easier, but I think for a knife you get more precise edges, and then from there you can just diagonally cut the excess parts that you see.
So in the garlics, you can notice that there's pieces of skin still left from when you were peeling it, so we're just going to wash that off.
At this point, we cut all our vegetables. All we have to do is wash them, and then we're going to go on to our cutting process. So for our garlic, we're going to put it face up, cut into 3 parts, and then turn it horizontally, and again cut it into very small pieces. Similarly for our ginger, we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to keep turning it and cutting it into even smaller and thinner pieces. For the curry leaves, we're just going to take them out of their original branch. We are going to be cutting the carrots diagonally into small oval shapes and then laying them flat and dicing them. When dicing, especially onions, it's important to curl your fingers so your fingers are safe from the knife. For each onion, you're cutting them in half, cutting them vertically and then horizontally. Finally, we'll be dicing our green chili peppers. First up, we're going to be cracking our 2 eggs and then getting a fork and whisking it until it becomes into a perfect yellow consistency. Shout out to my dad for helping me cut the chicken thigh pieces. You're going to split the thigh into 2, putting them flat onto the surface, and then with your knife, you're going to curl your fingers and cut the chicken into small square pieces, first cutting them vertically and then horizontally.
So now we have all our ingredients cleaned, chopped, and ready to go. So we have our carrots, our cutty leaf, our onions, our garlic, ginger, green pepper, chicken thigh, boneless chicken, and our egg beaten. In our backyard, we have a garden where in the summertime, my parents grow organic tomatoes. And for cooking purposes in the winter, what happens is that we put them in freezer bags so that we're able to use them during that time. 1 tomato, we're going to wash it, and with half a cup of water, we're going to blend it. In the straining process, when you pour it in your tomato, you can get a spoon to help make the straining a little faster. And then you're going to throw out the excess tomatoes, and there you have your tomato juice. At low temperatures, we're going to use a nonstick pan to create our scrambled eggs. So we're going to use a wooden spoon with our nonstick pan so then our eggs don't get stuck at the bottom. First, we're going to start off with our oil. We're just going to put our oil in. Like to make the process a little faster.
It's not clearly shown, but what I did was I got a pinch of salt, pepper, and turmeric powder, and then after I whisked them all together, and then we're going to add that egg into our pot when it's hot. It is scrambled eggs, so after a while you're just going to scramble them all up, mix them all up, and then after over a few period of time you're going to set it aside. Your scrambled eggs are now finished.
So again, at low temperatures, we're going to be reusing the same pot that we used for the eggs. We're going to start off by putting the oil, and for all the ingredients that we used, we're only going to use half of it. So we're using half for the cutty and then half for the rest of the recipe.
First up, add in your onions.
So we have to keep mixing up our onions until they turn into like a darker, more tanned color. Then we're going to start putting again our half cup garlic.
Just be careful when pouring in your ingredients because the oil does spit back on you. This is why we do have it at lower temperatures. If this does happen, just add more oil. Just be mindful about the amount of oil you do put in when you first start. Add your garlic. Each time you add a new ingredient, mix it a little and then add your new one. Add your green peppers, curry leaves. Finally, to finish off our chicken curry, we're going to add all our chicken pieces in. Add 1 tablespoon of salt for that flavor, and then after, close your curry and let it sit for a couple minutes.
Remember, we're using a non-stick pan, so it won't stick to the bottom, which is like a good thing.
It's been about 2 to 3 minutes.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna add our tomato puree that we made before. Perfect. And again, we're just gonna mix it and then cover it back up. And then we're gonna wait until all the tomato juice is absorbed into the chicken.
But before we do, we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of curry powder. So after adding in all our ingredients for curry, all you have to do is let it wait. What you do is you just check up on it every few minutes and then stir it, and then after keep repeating that same thing. Eventually you know it's finished when all of the water is fully absorbed into the chicken, like how it is now, and then you're finished your chicken curry. With the brand new non-stick pan, what we're going to do is we're just going to finish up our recipe. So you're going to add in all of the leftover ingredients you had before. So we're going to add the onions, and then we're just going to wait until they turn to a tan color and then add in the rest of our ingredients. And remember, every time you add a new ingredient, just mix it a little and then just keep going. We added the onions, ginger, and garlic. We're going to keep going with the green chili peppers, the curry leaves.
We're going to pour in our carrots,
A tablespoon of salt.
I'm going to only put half of it because it's only 1 kilogram and we're using 500 grams of Kottu Roti. I'm just going to add it all into my bowl.
Unlike mixing the other ingredients, make sure you really mix in that roti with the other ingredients before you add in the egg and our final chicken curry. So make sure you're really mixing it. So add in your eggs. Again, you're going to vigorously mix, and then you're going to add in your chicken curry. After you add in all 3, you're done your Kottu Roti. So one final mix.
We use 500 grams of Kottu Roti, which serves up to 4 people. However, if you use the 1,000 gram packet, then you can make it for 8. So that means that one serving equates to 125 grams. And that's a wrap. Thank you so much for watching. I really did enjoy making this video, and feel free to make it at home.